Alright, we're going to check out Masters of the Universe Origins Necro-Conda. I've already got them opened up and out of the package. But if you want to take a look at the packaging, we'll do that real quick. So it's your new deluxe style packaging with the window box and a nice card. Get some great artwork on the front flap with Necro-Conda and Lady Slither. And Snakeman logo glows in the dark. Artwork wraps around the side. Nice big piece of artwork on the back. And again, the front panel artwork wraps around to the side as well. But boxes are boring. Action figures are fun. So this is how Necro-Conda comes packaged. He's got his snake armor. He's got his Fangor sword and his hoodie on in the packaging. He's a really neat sort of bluish green, and the plastic has this really nice effect of sort of iridescent, pearlescent look. Makes him look really spooky. He's not... It's hard to say what color he is because it's more blue or green depending on the angle and the lighting that's hitting him, and sometimes he looks like he's a bit of both. The glow-in-the-dark plastic is really nice. Unfortunately, it's still very bright out and plenty of light coming in through the window, so we won't be able to check that out right now. He comes with the Snake Armor He-Man claw. He uses Snake Armor He-Man's armor skirt, Snake Armor Skeletor's shins and feet. The rest of them is pretty much your standard Motu body. He's got the King Hiss left arm. On the right arm, he's got the King Hiss upper arm with the ridges, the lines going across it. But his lower arm is actually... Go ahead and just pop this all apart for you guys. His hand does not want to come out. There we go. His lower right arm is the bare arm. No wrist bracer. It's not the lower arm from Snake Armor He-Man. And because of that, this little claw gauntlet accessory doesn't fit on very well. It's loose. You can kind of see it doesn't fit snugly around his wrist. But it does look good to sort of hide that connection point. The hooded cape, I think, is a nice touch, but with the snake armor on, kind of bunches up the cape in the back, and you can only really get it to billow out at the bottom, and I don't think that looks as good from the front. It makes it look more like the back of a skirt. He's got the King Hiss snake head with some nice bright green paint to bring out all his spooky details. Like all Masters of the Universe Origins figures, he's completely modular, being made from all pre-existing parts with the exception of the cape. That was kind of a given. He's definitely made with the same mindset of the old Lost Wave of '88. And I guess this is what would happen if you had your emo art friend design a Masters of the Universe character. If you take the armor off of him, you can get the cape to go on a little bit better, and the hood to fall more like it's supposed to, and you can see just how much cape there really is. And I'm wondering how that would look on other figures with more open back armor. Go ahead and strip him down. Take the cape off. Pull off his little skirt, just so you can see. He's got the standard trunks, the King Hiss upper legs, and he's pretty much all one color except for the paint on his head and the glow-in-the-dark shin guards. His actual body is all one color, and there's some paint detail on his gauntlet here. that you can see, and it's actually kind of subtle, especially when you have all of his stuff on. It's obscured, it's really kind of in the shadows. He also includes this sword from the Tila Zaor set and Snake Tila, and this smaller sword or dagger that originally came with Lady Slither. They're both cast in the same glow-in-the-dark plastic as his Fangor sword and his claw, but the snake armor and the skirt armor and the gauntlet are in a slightly different color of glow-in-the-dark plastic, along with his shin guards. The last accessory he comes with, and probably the one people are most excited for, is the snake tail from Lady Slither, finally showing up again. He looks pretty good with it on, but I think the only problem is it's difficult to get him to wear the skirt and the snake tail together. It's a really snug fit, and I'd be concerned about stretching out the armor. And if you have just the snake tail on, you can kind of see it's not quite the same size as the upper torso, but when you put the regular legs on, they sit much more flush. So when the skirt goes on the lower body, it fits around the waist, and he snaps together much better. And he's made from the parts of the 4 figures that you see behind him, plus a bare lower right arm. I like the idea of giving this character a cape. I just wish the execution were a little bit better. Maybe if it could have... the cape could have split in the back, so it could come out either side of his armor, or if it had a hole in it so the armor could go through the cape, something to let the cape really flow out of the back from off of his shoulders and not right at his waist there. He does look pretty good even without the cape, and I think he's going to be a great addition to anybody's collection. Even if you're sick of Snake Man, he brings something really different to the table with his much darker color scheme and vibe that he gives off. Thanks for watching.